Well, all right, here we are at High Rail Brewing Company in Highbridge, New Jersey.
Yo, and we got Groby.
And this is the Tim. It's just the two of us today.
Yeah.
Because,
The splattered one is south of the border.
Yeah, and Mikey Bones does not live out here.
Yeah.
And Boogie Buzzard is Boogie Buzzard.
Yeah, Boogie Buzzard, he can't, he's shot, man.
He's got to do something with the kids.
His life is over.
Yeah, I know. It is. So just the two of us today, and we're already tasting something really, really good here.
Yeah.
Does it not even have a name yet?
Yeah, it's so new, it hasn't even been named yet. And we get to drink it. And if you're into New England IPAs, when you hit this place up,
yeah,
I don't know what it's going to be called.
Yeah.
But get it.
The Inebriation.
Yeah.
Pale Ale.
Yeah, they might name it after us. Who knows?
This is nice and cloudy too. Look at it. And
yeah, it is.
As I'm sure people know, I'm usually not a fan of IPAs, and I really do enjoy this one.
Yeah, this is a very nice.
tasty.
This is a really nice brew right here. So I guess we'll have the brewer Brian on to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll have to find out how many alcohols.
Yeah.
How he came up with this delicious concoction here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll have him on, and we have Craig, the owner.
Yeah.
And someone else too.
Tom.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Tom's manning the bar.
Yeah.
All right, and we have flights in front of us.
Yes.
And we are here with everyone. Why don't you guys say your names and say what you do here at the brewery?
I'm Brian. I'm the brewer.
My name's Hansel. I'm a taproom manager. And I'm Craig. I'm the owner of the brewery.
Excellent.
Nice.
We got the owner.
The least exciting one. That's why I asked these guys to come.
All right, well, see, you started it, though. This is your thing, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
But let's talk about what we just tried now. Like, it does not have a name. We'll speak to our brewer here and tell us about it.
So this is a very unique recipe. Really, really cool blend of hops on it. It's got Sabro, Euconaut, and Zythos, and it's very, very heavily dry hopped. It's got some lactose sugar in there too for some body. We're really excited, but yeah, like you said, it doesn't have a name yet, so
Yeah.
some help would be great.
You know, we got, oh, wait, right there. I see Inebriation on my shirt here. That was really good. A nice, nice cloudy, like New England IPA.
Yes.
Right? That was a New England
Yes,
style, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very tasty.
What's that going to top out ABV wise?
It's at 7.7%,
Oh,
so it's
okay.
not quite a bomb, but it's a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
Hear that, people? 7.7 alcohols.
Yep.
Yeah. Very good. And we're actually, if you'd actually have that on tap here, then we'll promote the hell out of it because that was so good. Well, so far it seems like we're going to promote the hell out of you anyway because the first thing we tasted was delicious. And where do you go from there? You try more delicious stuff, right?
Sure.
All right. Well, why don't we go on to what we got here then? Why don't you start with what you got there first, Groby?
I got a lemon drop. If you follow us on Instagram, you've seen me drinking one of these yesterday. I love this beer. It says juicy, but I didn't think it was as juicy as I've had juicies. Nice yard beer, great taste. You know, me and my ex-wife's dog liked it yesterday. He had a sip, so So that's what I'm drinking first out of this flight.
All right, and I got, was it Stuck in the Sand Trap?
Stuck.
Yeah, Stuck.
Stuck in the sand trap.
CZTUK. Right, I spelled that right? Yeah.
Yes.
And this is an India Pale Lager. All right, let's try this.
Yeah, I was looking up the beers you have, and I was like,
shit.
an IPA lager. I was like,
Bitterness to it.
okay.
I like
A
this
little bit
stuff.
of a twist for us.
Yeah.
But it's not like try to kill your mouth bitter. It's just it's a good bitter to this. Like
Yeah, the fact that it's a lager, it makes it much cleaner, I think. And
Yeah.
it really helps the bitterness not be so intense.
Yes.
we've mentioned this before when the IPA craze struck, and it seemed like all the brewers were trying to outbitter the other brewers, and they were trying to actually kill the taste buds of their patrons. And then you had all the hipsters in there pretending to like it at that point, like, oh, see how bitter we. I was guilty of that. I was sitting there drinking it, going, trying to swallow the thing. Yeah, excellent. And then people started making them really good, and now it's like, oh, this is excellent. I like. It's got that lager feel to it. Yeah. I love this. It's excellent.
It seems like the brewing trend is leaning more lager and pilsner now.
I mean, that's as I've brewed longer, that's what I prefer to drink now.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to drink. It's more enjoyable. I mean, I do like an IPA, of course.
Yeah.
I like that bitterness. I like more of the fruitier styles of IPAs.
Yes.
The juicy ones, if you will. But like if I'm hot and I'm brewing in here, I want like a pale ale or a lager or a pilsner. Like that's the good stuff.
Yeah, from what we seen at AC last week, I mean, you would go to a beer fest, you might run into one or two pilsners, one or two lagers.
Right. IPAs everywhere.
Literally every brewery had a lager and a pilsner.
Yeah.
Every single one.
That's awesome.
You know.
Yeah.
So we met Fraser at the Kelsey Grammer was there.
Yeah, he was there.
He owns a brewery
Yeah.
in New York State. Faith American. They had an IPA, and what was the other one? It was Pilsner, I think it was.
That was like a golden ale, I think.
I mean, that was it. Delicious.
Yeah, the golden ale.
They had a
was great.
lot of different things all over the place there, though. And then I found St. Barnabas, which was my place where you thought I was going to just do the podcast from in front of them because all they had were their Belgian ales. I was like, yeah.
I was like, Tim's going to bring his chair over and just sit here all day.
That was my thing there.
Which was a good thing because it was too far for me to carry him out.
Yeah, I know. A rough walk out of there.
Yes.
So let's. How long have you been in business now?
So we opened in July 2019.
All right.
The last weekend in July, so first full month in August of 19, and been here ever since to survive.
Now,
The biggest mess in the world.
what got you into the idea of doing this? Were you homebrewing before that?
A little bit, yeah. So it's kind of interesting to me. It's one of those situations where I'm a corporate America guy. I still work in corporate America.
So was Groby.
Yeah, they bounced me.
Is it
I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, I was a victim of cutbacks, and we have to save money, so your high salary goes.
That was one of those situations where I just, for years, my wife and I would be, on our way back from vacation, wherever we were, at the beach or whatever, and, heading in the next day to work and thinking, we got to do something else. And always had that passion for entrepreneurship, and it took us years to figure out what we wanted to do, and it was just one of those days I was sitting went to visit a craft brewery going, maybe I could do this,
Yeah.
And then started brewing myself, doing home brewing. I never got real technical. I kind of went the five-gallon bucket route for a while, and just developed all the information. It took me years to get it going, but it was just my commitment was to myself to just do something every single day, just learn something more, find out one piece of information, talk to somebody else, and it took a few years to develop the business plan, get it all put together, and then find the appropriate spot. So it was kind of we always wanted to do something. We landed on this, and there's a million reasons why we opened, and that was kind of the impetus, was just doing something, and landing on the brewery was just the right thing to do.
It seems like it. Every brewer we've spoken to has really had a passion for what they're doing. They love their business. And even like it could be a slow day, but they still
all
love
except for
being
that
there.
one guy. All except for that one guy. He was just like, I was a professional beer drinker, so I talked somebody into brewing beer for me and opening a brewery. He goes, so I have an endless supply of beer. I was like, good, at least you're honest about it. He's like, yeah, I ain't cooking stuff on my stove in a pot. He's like, I'd rather drink it.
Now, have you guys been part of this place since it opened, or? Excellent.
Yeah, both of us. Yeah.
I've known Craig my whole life, and so I worked in the same company that he did, and I'd go over to his office every now and then and listen to some of the plans that he had, and just to hear one day that he was going to open it up, and then like you, I was a victim of cutbacks and whatnot in my organization, so it just worked out that I was leaving there, and this place was opening, and I had 2 months left to work there, and been here ever since. It's been fun.
Nice.
That's
Yeah, it's a
great.
good time.
Yeah, Hansel and I have known each other for over 40 years, so we grew up in the same neighborhood. It's hard to imagine, but it was like there was a point in time where I actually could beat him up. So
Yeah.
his brother and I are best friends, best man at each other's wedding. So
You guys can't see, but Hansel's a big guy.
yeah.
Yeah, Splatterhead, the other guy doesn't show with us. Me and him are home brewers.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been home brewing, I don't know, a couple years now. We finally graduated up to kegging our beers.
Nice.
Nice.
So-
That's the best step.
Yeah,
in
it
home
is.
brewing.
Yeah.
Once the
Yeah.
last bottle you cleaned is not,
Yeah,
it never comes around.
yeah. I got kind of angry one night. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. We bottled up this double IPA we made, and it's in my closet, all nice and protected, like where we put everything else. And all of a sudden, I'm starting to hear bang, bang, and I'm right on the phone. I'm going, all the freaking beer's fucking exploding. You need to get your ass over here and clean my cut.
You gotta drink it before it goes to
Well, I wasn't opening the damn door. It was like shrapnel coming at you, man. So, hit the door! I'm texting him 3:30 in the morning. Shit's exploding in my closet. I think I'm still finding crap all over, pieces of glass and things, and in the ceiling there was glass, everything.
If you've never mopped your ceiling, then I would say you're probably not a real home brewer.
Well,
If you
yeah,
mop the ceiling.
I mopped, scraped, picked glass out. I think there was even a neck with the cap still on it stuck in my ceiling.
Well, we've gone on to seconds here right now. Which one are you drinking?
I'm drinking Powers Out.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
I got Bridges. The one I've been looking
As soon as I
forward
walked
to.
in, I seen this. I was like, yeah, 4-pack's coming home with me. For when I'm grilling tomorrow, I'm drinking this.
Yeah, that's a good easy beer.
Yeah,
That's my go-to,
yeah.
frankly.
And what is that one that you're having now? It's what kind?
Pale out.
It's a
pale,
pale.
all right.
Yeah,
Mine's a Belgian triple.
yeah.
Lovely. I
And a
love this.
blonde one, no less.
I just love this stuff. Now, when you made this, where'd you get your hops from for this?
We get all our hops from what is this, LD Carlson? Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Primarily. Yep.
Yeah. Some of the stuff we special order, but
Yeah, I know the Belgians tend to shop for their hops.
no, we're not as fancy. I was more busy. I think for me with that beer, I was really set on the yeast that we used.
All right.
The hops were, they're a dime a dozen. You get hops everywhere, but I used a very specific strain of yeast for that one. And I think that's why it has that estery, banana-y kind of flavor on the back end. A lot of that has to do with the temperature it's fermented at as well, but
I was wondering what that was. I was getting there. Yeah, you're right, banana.
yep.
This is awesome. Now, do you have that in your flight there, Groby?
No.
Oh, you got to get one of these later. This is really good.
When you're done with the first round, we'll get the second, we'll flop them.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we'll flop them around. Oh, delicious stuff here.
Yes.
I'm actually going to pound this now.
So, distribution. You're not in. Do you self-distribute?
No, yeah, self-distribute. We've been in a couple of restaurants locally, just a couple of them at this point.
Yeah. You can shout them out if you want.
It's tough, It's tough to keep on top of inventory for that demand. So you get a particular keg and they want another one. Well, that might be really short. We rotate so much. We don't keep.
So, you guys got what? 3-barrel system?
It's a 2.5 barrel brew house with 5 barrel fermenters.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't think you're churning out too many
No.
kegs.
Yeah, the maximum you get out of a batch is 10 kegs. And that's
Yeah.
if you're perfect. You
Yeah.
add one dry hop to that, and now you're down to like 7 kegs. If
Yeah.
you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, yield is kind of difficult at times, but yeah, all do self-distribution.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. We were talking about something before we came back on here, and it was a story about somebody on the Jets at a hockey game.
Yeah.
Dan Feeney is his name.
All right. Well, let's hear I want to hear this story.
So, anyway, I guess he's a lineman. I was just looking up on the internet here. I think he's a lineman for the Jets, and he's been going to the Islanders playoff games and just chugging beers in front of the fans and screaming, getting them riled up and ready for the action. It's quite amusing actually to watch, and good for him. He's doing a good job.
Yeah.
We'll have to find a clip and we'll put it on our pages.
Yeah. I don't think that was him. That I seen a clip of one football player at a hockey game. He tried to shotgun a beer and
It exploded all over the place.
he screwed it up bad, and everybody was laughing at him on the cam. So,
This guy looks like the real deal. He looks like he knows what he's doing.
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, I'm looking that up. I'll put it on your page.
It's on the
Look at the
post.
mullet he's got.
Oh my God! He looks like
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, I can't even think of the name of the show now. Eastbound and Down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forget the character's name, but yeah, he had that. Yeah, Kenny Powers, motherfucker. Yeah, he had that going on his head there. Oh my God, that's great. Beautiful mullet. All right, we've moved on. These are going down very smoothly. What you
Yes.
got, Groby?
I get a spring side.
So that's a saison, heavily dosed with plum.
But
puree.
yes, I got the plum. I was like, yes, okay.
Yeah, when we went with the plum route, we weren't sure exactly what we were getting. It was like, what's this going to be like? And we were thinking, is it going to be sweet? And we kind of thought that that's what it was going to be, and then it's going to be a little bit more tart. But I think it's delicious.
Yeah,
It's kind of
I think you hit right. You hit the middle with that.
Yeah,
Because
we were really questioning how much to dose it, and I think if we went any more, I think it would have been too sweet to really hit the style correctly.
Yeah,
I'm happy with where we ended up.
yeah. This is a fairly substantial saison. I mean, I like this. So.
Sometimes you
The
can go
plum
a
is
certain
good,
direction,
you know?
right?
Yeah.
What?
Sometimes you can go a certain direction and you say, oh yeah, like if you make it too sweet, it might still taste good, but it does not taste like the style you think you're ordering at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So it kind of almost ruins it where you can think, well, I could call it something else, but that's not what I was aiming for when I made this.
Right. Yeah, I definitely wanted to keep that peppery kind of profile on the back end. I don't
Yes.
know if you're getting it, but
Yeah.
I think that the more fruit you add, the more that disappears. You know?
Yes, it does.
So,
Yeah, I mean, you would think with plum would be a little more on the sour side, but it's not.
right.
You know, the whole thing is balanced well.
Yes, balance is a great word for that.
Yeah.
I got the according to Howard now.
Oh, okay.
This is
I like
a
that beer.
this is a Dunkel lager. Let's see what we got here. It has 5.3 alcohols, and who's Howard?
Howard's a local guy.
I got to tell the story of
Guy,
Howard.
yeah. So the local guy, years ago, may have been 50, 60 years ago, thinks that he saw aliens in Highbridge multiple times. So there's a whole story around.
So according to Howard,
According to Howard, aliens were in Highbridge.
this is delicious. Like honestly, oh my God.
I think he has a book, and I think in the book he goes over like how he was actually abducted by
That's right.
aliens. Yeah.
Really?
I want to find this book.
Yeah, I think it may
It's
be
hard
on
to
Amazon.
find.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find it on Amazon, but there's no copies available. If you find one, let us know, because I would love to read it.
I'm thinking Howard's
He
no
wrote
longer
the book?
around.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah?
Yeah, I figured you said 50 years ago he was abducted by
Probably
aliens.
even more at this point.
Wow. Oh, but you did a good job on this one. This is
So of all the places to go in the world, the aliens come to Highbridge.
Absolutely. According to Howard.
According to Howard.
Have you ever wondered why all the UFO sightings are like in not very populated areas?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I remember staying at my friend's house when I was a kid, and he lived on a farm, and we swore we saw a UFO over the cornfield like next door. And now I think about it, I'm like, yeah, that was just our minds playing tricks on us. I'm thinking, we're in the middle of nowhere. There's got to be a UFO around here.
Well, that's where they go.
I hope they don't abduct us.
I wrote a book. I mean, change your life. And a beer named after you.
The guy wrote a book. He's got a beer named after him. Hey, he's styling, man.
Well, to Howard, this is really good. I think some of this is going home with me today.
So, future plans, expansion, any talking?
Yeah, we'd love to.
Looking.
I mean, when I started putting this together, I knew that it wasn't kind of the end-all, be-all. This is kind of a starting point. When I started shopping and putting this together, I went the route of starting small, not going completely crazy, purchasing equipment. Pretty much everything is used here. A couple of pieces are not, and then anything with moving parts I bought new.
Yeah.
But everything else was pre-purposed, and I'm keeping my eyes and ears open for anything that's a bit larger. I would like to stay in the area. I love the little borough.
Sure.
My thing is small towns.
Yeah,
Grew up in a small town.
it's a pretty cool town.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
And Highbridge is going through a bit of a renaissance. I'd love to stay here. So,
Yeah.
keeping my eyes open for the next step.
I think small towns are coming back in this country.
They are.
Everybody's had enough of the highway strip mall scene.
Yeah, it's good to
It's Main Street's coming back.
Yeah.
You know.
I know my town.
Yeah.
Main Street has a lot of stuff now. We have, Hackettstown has 3 breweries now.
Yeah.
2 of them within a block of each other.
Yep.
So you go and you get tanked at one, and you go, let's go tasting at the other one.
Yeah, I have to definitely give a shout out to Joe. When pandemic hit here, we were kind of screwed. We were in a situation where we weren't ready for packaging, basically. And we got in that situation. We were super lucky. Probably about a month before, or 2 months, it was over Christmas break, 2019 going into 2020. I had just randomly purchased a little seamer, an October seamer. Just shits and giggles. I'm like, I'm sitting on vacation. I'm like, well, popping around a Pro Brewer. I'm like, see if I can find that. Found one. It was sitting here. And we were like, let's do a little bit of canning. I think we had purchased like 300 cans or something like that, maybe even from October, just to test it out and get things going. And then as soon as the shutdown occurred and we had to go into canning, we weren't ready at all. We were just in panic mode. Where the hell am I getting? Where do you buy cans like in that volume? I didn't know anything at that point.
Yeah.
We didn't know what to do, how to do it, how quickly we could do it, and we're still kind of a bit manual. But somehow we got in touch with Joe at Mansker, and he had probably 3 layers of cans or something like that.
He had a pallet that was given to him by Jersey Girl.
Oh, that's right.
Chucky.
He was like, I don't even have the right ends for these cans, so you're more than welcome to it if you want. So we were like, all right.
Cancel drives over there, picks up a pallet of cans, and off we go. So
Nice.
That worked out great. Joe's a good guy.
Yeah.
And Chuck's a good guy too.
Yeah, Chuck's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, absolutely. So shout out to Joe. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, we may not be here today. I mean, he helped keep you going. I notice that in a lot of like brewery scenes, they all help each other out.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's a great thing. You don't want to be competitive to the point where you don't want somebody else to succeed.
Yeah.
I mean, you make different products. I mean, you're making the same product, but you're making different ones for different tastes, and it's a good thing that you all support each other.
Yeah, we get in a bind every once in a while with rain or something like that, or some mishap. We can always lean on another brewer, and somebody will help us out.
No, that's
Hopefully
great.
I can reciprocate it.
Now, are there any others in this area?
There's this particular town. No, a couple of towns over. There's Suck and Silo, and then you've got Lone Eagle in Flemington. It's about 10 miles away. Conclave,
Yeah, I've been to Lone Eagle, been to Conclave. What's that other one?
Sunken Silo. They're in Lebanon. On Route 2.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So not too far away.
Chilton Mill. Yeah.
Yeah, Chilton Mill, I've been there.
Chilton Mill's fantastic. You got to taste
Yeah.
the sours.
You got Buttsville's opening in Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will be doing our show at their grand opening, I believe.
When are they opening?
Don't have a date yet. I'm assuming like August maybe. We're not sure yet though. They still have their permits to take care of and everything, but they are going to be opening. So I love that it's called Buttsville Brewing, but they're opening in Washington.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to call it Washington Brewing?
I really don't think there's any buildings in Buttsville proper that you
Yeah.
can put a brewery in. It seems to be a couple of dilapidated.
Johnny's.
That's about the
Johnny's,
only
right.
building. Yeah. Build something behind there, and you're a brewery and the hot dogs, man. You can
Can't go wrong.
no, you have lines
That's
out
a
the
good
door.
point there. Yeah.
So when we were
Just
kids,
combine
we used to go out
efforts.
to Buttsville because
My grandfather had a
your grandfather,
farm.
yeah.
It was my grandfather's farm. It was like the 200 acres back behind Hot Dog Johnny's. So we used to go out there, go hunting and fishing, and
Oh, the trout fishing behind that place is amazing.
great place. Yeah,
Yeah.
great place.
Yes.
Cool, very cool place.
Yeah.
And Hot Dog Johnny's as a kid, and you're like, kidding me? Bird
Yep.
feeder? And-
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Yeah, before 80 was built, I remember when we used to go visit our relatives in Pennsylvania, 46 was the only thing that went out.
Yeah.
So,
I grew up in Scotch Plains, and my grandfather was in Cranford. He used to pick me up, and we had to go 22 because 78 hadn't been extended
Yeah.
from like New Providence out to Clinton.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, but I like that place. I mean, I find myself many mornings behind there fishing,
Yeah.
and then it'll be open soon.
Time for a hot dog.
Okay, lunch. So, I mean, great stretch of trout fishing there, man.
Now, how did you feel when you found out about how the old people had their hot dogs there when they dipped them in the buttermilk?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I heard about that. I went,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You see them ordering these pictures of buttermilk. I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never understood the buttermilk.
I can't do that.
Nope,
Yeah.
not doing it. No chance.
But to each his own, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
We have birch
Apparently
beer
people
and
like it.
buttermilk. It's
Yeah.
like,
what-
okay. I don't understand the buttermilk and a hot dog stand.
I never understood drinking buttermilk. I'm like, I'll cook with it, but I don't know if I want to drink something that thick.
Yeah, just pancakes. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
No pancakes.
So
I'm drinking this I papaya. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's a sour.
Kettle sour.
Kettle sour.
Yes.
As everybody knows from listening to the show, I'm not a big sour guy. But this is a sour I can drink. It's not crinching my face too much.
Yeah.
And it's got a really good, I love the taste.
Yeah, it's much lower on the end of acidity. It's not super tart.
Yeah.
It's got that.
Not like biting into a warhead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I almost bought those that one time when I saw the Warhead sour beer. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
You guys all said,
Yeah.
we all tried it. You're drinking all of them. I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
I'm not buying
Yeah,
that
don't
four-pack.
drop. Yeah, we were telling him, don't spend the $25 on that 4-pack because it sucks.
I wasn't into sours at all until I joined this podcast. And I didn't really have a sour until we went to, what's the place you worked at?
Oh, Muckraker.
Muckraker.
Yeah.
And it came out, and my first expression was, when I drank it, then I went, oh, wait a minute.
Right.
I actually really like it. I was waiting for it to, like, kill me.
Yeah.
Oh, the sour. I'm like, no, this is pretty damn good. And I'm anxious to try this one. But I'm on to your stout here. This is tasty. With Black Steel.
It's one of my favorite beers.
Yeah?
Yeah, Brian makes.
Now what,
It's fantastic.
I know it doesn't taste like your typical stout. What do you do to make this different than the others?
So this one has a lot of chocolate malt in it. It doesn't have like anything super dark in it though, so it's very complex in the lighter of the darker malts. So it just gives it a lot of body. There's a lot more in it. So that's where I think there's a lot of subtle flavors in there. There's a little bit of a coffee note, a little bit of that like deep, rich Ghirardelli chocolate note almost.
I'm getting the chocolate and maybe a hint of coffee to it, but it's not overpowering like when you order a coffee stout.
Right, yeah.
Remember the first one I had I didn't like. First time I ordered a coffee stout and it was over the top. No, I don't want a coffee. I want a stout. And then I had another one. So, oh, this is delicious. Now this is perfect though. This is going home with me as well. And it's not even stout weather right now.
See, it's a good thing your wife bought you a beer fridge, man.
Yeah, for my birthday, she bought me a beer fridge.
Oh, nice.
I think it was to help her out as well. She goes, we have too much
We
beer
had
in
to
the
get
fridge. I mean,
space
she
in the
drinks it
fridge.
as well, but now I got my own personal beer fridge, and it's full. I mean, I was on my way home last night. I said, do you need anything? She goes, yeah, beer. Okay. I'll pick some up. Yeah,
What do you like to brew?
I personally, I like IPAs, lagers, pilsners. That's what I like. Splatterhead, he likes big Belgians, big stouts. That's what he likes to brew. The best brew me and him we did was a Mexican cerveza.
Nice.
Was the best brew we did.
Yeah.
You know, we entered a contest. We were at Bolero Snort, their brew contest, their home brew contest.
Yeah.
We did a mixed berry milkshake IPA for there. We brewed. So
I'm still waiting to try that thing.
yeah, we kegged it. We brought it down to them.
Is
So
this recent?
this is over the last couple of months. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
You know, so we're waiting to see the results on that. See if they're going to put our beer out there.
That'll be
Is this one of
great.
those contests where, like, if you win, for example, they'll brew a big batch of it?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's really
yeah,
cool.
something along that. There was only like 10 brewing teams.
Okay.
You know, I mean, pretty much everybody was way more high tech than me and him.
See, that means you're going to win.
You know.
And the cost of the equipment and the technological components, that's not making beer.
Yeah.
It's what you put into it. for
Yeah.
Sure. The ingredients are key. The yeast is key. and
Yeah,
It doesn't matter what they had. You
No.
can make just as good, if not better, beer than them.
yeah. You know, and I think pretty much everybody was making different styles. You know, they were making, stouts and stuff like that. We were like, well, let's make something along the lines that, Bolero might make.
Right, yeah.
You
You
know.
have to cater to their
Yeah.
clientele. Their
You know.
Bolero beers are definitely
You
something
know.
to be competed with.
Yeah, they're not a big lager brewery or anything like that, or straight up IPAs. They got all kinds of funky shit in them.
Their stuff,
You know.
they have flavored beers. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, when you're drinking it, you go, yeah, I taste that right away.
Yes.
Remember, when I was doing the show from Renee's house that one time, and I had a couple different Bolero snorts that I picked up from the liquor store buyer, and I was not expecting the flavor I got out of it when I sipped it. It went, oh, shit. It was, I was expecting more, beer.
Yeah,
And
no.
I tried it, and like, oh, this is banana. Banana.
I think the only beer they have is like the Hufa Pilsner. Other than that, everything else has all kinds of crap thrown in it.
Yeah, it's true. But it's because some of them make a great brew.
Sure.
And I got some drunk news. Boogie Buzzer did not find, well, maybe he has in the past, but we didn't read it on the show. And I like the headline here. Drunk passenger on Air Asia flight strips naked, misbehaves with crew. It told me the name of the flight, but I can't pronounce one of the words, and I'm not going to, well, you know what? Fuck it. Bengaluru, Delhi. I think I said it right. It looks like Bengaluru.
Delhi.
Yeah, Delhi's easy.
Oh, India Delhi.
Well, like New Delhi,
oh,
yeah.
okay.
Well, it's
not like Jersey Delhi.
No, it's Air Asia, Groby.
Oh, okay.
Up in Hilltop Deli up the road.
Yeah.
All right, so an Air Asia passenger traveling to Bengaluru to Delhi flight stripped naked and misbehaved with crew. The unruly passenger was somehow controlled by a crew member of Air Asia with the help of co-passengers. Oh, the passengers joined in there. That's great there. The pilot was immediately informed about the incident, who saw a priority landing by informing Delhi's air traffic controller. After landing, the passenger was handed over to police with help of CISF, which I guess is their police. Delhi police have registered a case against the passenger under an appropriate section. A passenger who was on board told ANI, firstly, the unruly passenger started a heated argument with the cabin crew about life jackets. He later misbehaved with the crew on board and suddenly took off all his clothes in the flight. Confirming about the incident, Asia India.
Fuck you! I'll fix you, people.
Yeah, I'll take off all my clothes. It's like Peter Griffin when he gets drunk. Next thing you know, he's naked.
Yeah.
Inebriated guests aboard, I'm not going to say the name of the flight, to New Delhi on April 6, 2021, so this is fairly new, behaved in an inappropriate manner, including with a cabin. I guess this translation is not so good. Including with the cabin crew on duty in flight. The guest was advised repeatedly and paid heed only after multiple requests by crew members.
Put your clothes on. Sit down.
Pay heed now. Come on, pay heed.
We told you 5 times to put your clothes on. Now you're getting arrested.
So basically, that's what happened there. The crew landed safely, and they were on their way there. But they took care of this guy, and I guess they made him put his clothes back on. He was arrested. So lesson learned here. It's fun to get drunk on flights. I mean, I always get drunk on flights. Don't get drunk to the point where you start arguing with the crew and taking off all your clothes.
Yeah.
Right? You don't need to do that.
Especially if you're a guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
No one wants that.
You know.
You'll look even sloppier then at that point. Buddy, Tom just walked over at that point when we're talking about that guy.
Wait, you talking about me?
That's why you were gone.
That was your vacation.
He went to the wrong deli.
I thought I was just getting a sandwich. Next thing you know, I'm naked on a plane.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
All right, we got new brews here.
Yes.
We got different ones now.
Which one do you like the best?
Well,
It's a tough choice,
I'm
isn't it?
working through that other half.
yeah, we've each tried 4. Now we're trying the other 4.
Yes. So far, I've liked Powers Out and the II Papaya.
Okay.
Good
You know.
choices. Yes.
Yes.
Very popular beer.
Yes.
I liked everything I've tried so far. But of course, I'm going to love Bridges. I love triples, but it's between, according to Howard, and the Black Steel. I mean, they were both very good. Like,
Yeah.
Brian does an awesome job making these beers.
Yeah.
I really think it's his helper that really makes it happen.
is that what it is?
Yes, Tom is my volunteer.
To the helper.
He's
All right, Tom.
It's always the unsung people behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much.
So I'm going to try this lemon drop here. Oh, this is, like you said, this is an all-day beer. I could chuck this
Yeah.
back all day. It's very chuckable.
Super
Yeah.
crushable. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's a juicy. That's it. It's a juicy pale ale, and I don't get a ton of bitter to it, which I mean,
No.
which is great. I could just easily mow the lawn and drink this the entire time, and go on and start weeding the garden and give up and just drink beer.
Yesterday when when I took a sip yesterday when I opened the can, I was like, this isn't a grapefruit banger, you know?
Not at all.
No, this is. All right, now to put to the top of my favorites here, I might have to change it because I really enjoy this one to a point where it's like I could easily drink this all day. What is? Can I drink this all day?
Oh,
4.7 alcohols? Yeah, I could drink it all day.
Yeah. Okay. You have a seltzer.
Yeah.
Sugar content and stuff, because my significant other,
Yeah.
she doesn't do well with a lot of sugar.
If you're into kegging now and you're going to do it at home, just carbonate water and put some vodka in it. Don't go through all this trouble. This is New Jersey making it difficult for us.
Yeah.
You can make some great hard seltzer with $35 probably, and it would be fantastic.
Groby likes to put
Okay.
vodka in everything.
Yeah.
Usually we'll go somewhere and he'll go, this will make a great mixer.
Yeah, truthfully, when we have seltzers now, I'm like, I take a sip, I'm like, this would be great with Stolies. And, a lot of times they agree, they're like, we agree.
But once in a while you get him going, and he goes, I know you guys think you know what I'm going to say, but this is great standalone. Like it's happened, I think when we were out in Lancaster, you went,
Yeah.
no, this is standalone. Then something else, you went, this would make a great mixer. Then when we tried that cranberry wine, you went, this would make a great mixer.
Sure. A wine, seltzer.
Yeah.
They're all vodka mixers to me.
That's what my wife says. She says with the seltzers, this would be great with a vodka floater.
Sure. Yeah. So, a lot of sugar content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not crazy high. I mean, it gets all fermented out, so it's not like we're talking like 1080 original gravity or anything. It's not
Yeah.
super high. I think it's below 1050, honestly, but it just ferments so dry that it's got a higher alcohol content.
Yeah.
It's only 4.5 or something like that. I don't even,
Yeah, it's 4.5.
4.5.
The
So.
seltzers are usually pretty low anyway. So.
Right. Yeah.
And this powers out. It's tasty.
Does that come in cans?
No. not
No.
yet. Nope.
That's just on draft.
Jay Growler.
Yep.
Okay.
We can do crowlers to go, growler fills,
Eh.
seltzers.
I don't know.
Call her up, see if she wants it.
Nah, Kat's there today. No doubt my refrigerator's full of seltzers already.
All right, so like, I want to know what your thought process is now. When you're thinking of doing a new brew, is it you think of a style, or you just see something somewhere? Oh, we got the actual seltzer here. I'm gonna try these.
All right.
So when you get something, a new idea, like do you just think, you know what, we don't have this style. I'm gonna try making this, or I mean, granted, I'm assuming you started with one style here first, and then moved your way from there.
We started with 4.
Yeah,
Four, okay.
and we had
An American
we had a
Pale
session
Ale.
with IPA and American. The Power's Out. We had the Stout, and then we had what was it? Taylor Warden. Yeah. What was our other one?
Nana?
Yeah,
Oh, Polka. Yeah, Polka and Nana.
Yeah.
So the Kolsch.
Yeah.
Okay.
We kind of went
A fabulous Kolsch, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it, my thing is I like variety. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to be a shop that just has 7 or 8 IPAs. That's not my
Yeah,
thing.
you want-
I want a nice balance, a nice variety. People can come in and get something different. So when we opened, we just kind of went broad spectrum.
Yeah.
Wanted to look nice in the flight. Wanted a nice variety, different alcohol contents. Kind of run the gamut.
Yeah, the different alcohol contents I think is key because, the some breweries like I'm thinking of Magnify right off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
You go in there, every one of their beers is like 8.5. So you
Yeah.
gotta have 2 and you gotta leave.
It's kind of a bad business model, right?
Yeah, I mean the beers are great. They're phenomenal beers, but
And it's fine
You
if
know.
you're a slow drinker, which we are not.
no,
We'll get halfway done and then let's chug the rest. We're ready for the next one at that point.
Yeah.
Well, you're drinking things that are over 8%, and all of a sudden you're 4 in going, we got to hit up another brewery after this. How are we getting there? Yeah. Here's the Uber.
Yeah, so when we put the menu together and we start planning for our next beers, we kind of look at what we've got on tap now. What do we need? What's what have we not had for a while? Seasonal, those types of things. So.
Any thoughts in doing crazy ass beers like chucking cakes in them and cereal?
Oh, we've had some people on talking about that too.
We've definitely thought about it. Yeah, we do have a Randall, which allows us to do some of those kind of crazier things, but not commit a whole batch of beer to it. And then we also have a small little 10-gallon system that I use. We'll call it a pilot system, but it isn't really. But we've done some test batches on it, and if we do anything crazy, it'll definitely be in that. It's tough to make 5 barrels of something that's a question mark.
Yeah.
If it
Like, how's
sucks,
this
I'm
going to
be
turn
pissed.
out?
Yes.
Well, we had a brewery from Chicago on like a month ago, and they made this one called Berry White. It was made with gummy bears.
Yeah.
How many gummy bears did they say they used? Like how many?
20 pounds of gummy bears they dumped into it.
We did that with the sour, right?
Oh yeah, we did it with Jolly Ranchers. Yeah.
Jolly
Oh,
Ranchers,
nice.
that's right,
Oh, okay.
That was cool.
Yeah.
The sweetness from the Jolly Ranchers, it wasn't really a sour anymore though. It was just like a sweet beer.
That's okay though.
Yeah.
Because
And that was just like a one-off you had here.
Yeah.
there's definitely a customer base for that. I would drink one. I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
When it
was
comes to
a
sweet, I don't know how many I can drink when it's sweet,
Yeah.
but it might be one where I drink it. I go, this is phenomenal, and then like 4 more later, I'm going, all right, I need a regular like brew at this point.
Yeah, we toyed with our sour recipe in the 10-gallon fermenter. We did 2 or 3 batches before we went big, and this is the first one we've done actually in a full batch.
Well, I think you nailed the sour.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
a
have not gotten there yet. So.
a lot of times I'm like I said, I'm like real on the fence with sours, but that one you nailed it.
It's enough where you know it's tart, but like you said, it doesn't pull your cheeks in. It's not
Yeah,
punishing at all.
no.
It's very drinkable.
Yeah.
For a sour.
Yeah. I like the seltzer.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Doesn't mean I
you
would.
put that seltzer up against White Claw or one of the other guys. And it's
Oh, it blows that away.
1,000 times better than
This is
any
really
of them.
good.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
some mango. Okay, I'm like, what? I know this taste.
Yeah, I'll get her a crowler, make her happy.
Yeah, I think I might bring one. I'm going to my mom's
Are we gonna
later.
have any beer left when you guys leave?
See, I don't know if it's really a problem. We go, yeah, we'll take that, we'll take that, we'll take that. Yeah, all
What's
right.
for the rest of the weekend?
Yeah, we need stuff for tomorrow too. But it is a tasty. It's not overly sweet. I've had some where you get one and you go, it doesn't even taste like a seltzer at this point. You're drinking a wine cooler almost.
Yeah.
This is I want to say
refreshing.
lovely. Yeah.
Refreshing
It is.
is definitely the way to go. Yeah.
Oh, very good. But now I'm getting to the one here that I've been anxious to try after, of course, the triple, which was the Saison. Oh, that's what you have right there. All right. All right, so it must be really good because you guys are both drinking it.
And I am not a Saison guy.
Oh, my God.
Brian's turned me on both of the Saisons that he's done.
This is really, really good. Now I'm trying to figure out what I'm tasting in this. It's like a slight tartness to it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking.
Okay.
What is this?
I'm drinking the Belgian triple
Yeah.
Bridges.
Plum. That's what it is. Okay. Like what is that? Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm not a big fan of dark Belgians.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
I definitely wanted to do a
To-
golden Belgian.
you know,
Oh, the
yeah,
golden
it-
ale is the way to go.
You know, they always have that off-putting bite to me. The darker ones.
Yeah.
You know.
When you get like a quad,
Yeah.
so you're like, oh, like I can't drink it like a full quad very quickly.
Yeah.
Unlike I can with a Duvel, which is dangerous. It's what 11% alcohol in it. I'm going, this is real good. My first time trying them, I drank like 4 in a row. Then I stood up. And this was in Belgium too, so it might have been stronger. I'm like, how much alcohol is in those? You don't taste it. So yeah, you be careful with those. Every time I see Belgium, like I know I'm not even going to ask for the alcohol. I'm just going to sip it and be good to myself here. Now I'm looking at yours for that. And that was what, 8?
8.9.
8.9. All right, yeah.
Yeah. It's a yard beer, Tim.
Yeah. In Belgium.
It's a yard Belgian.
If I was used to them like that. If I'm doing yard work in Belgium, which involves me, well, what we read about them, where they paid the criminals, they paid homeless people in beer and cigarettes.
Oh yeah, yeah, to clean the streets. Yeah,
They gave them money, they gave them beer, and they gave them cigarettes.
Yeah, they went somewhere. They got a bag, and then you come back a couple hours later with the bag full. You got smokes, beer.
It's a parting gift. Smoke up, Johnny.
Yeah.
And they say they have a really good response.
Apparently so. Like, what? I get free beer?
Hell, I'll do that now. I have a job.
I mean, like, I
I'll
got
spend
nothing
an
going.
hour a day walking around town picking up garbage for a 6-pack and some smokes.
I got nothing going on this afternoon. I'll just dump my garbage from my kitchen into this bag and walk out and get it.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
I cleaned up.
Beat the system.
Where's my beer and smokes? Here's your bag of garbage.
All right, I'm loving this. And once again, I hope there's room in my beer fridge because this is going home with me too. This is really good. Do you do mixes, like a 4-pack of?
Flight?
Yeah.
4-pack flight cans?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Excellent. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about filling up the fridge or overfilling the fridge.
Yeah.
Then I'll take some of my mom's and just leave it there for when my brother gets back and be like, oh, I'm going to drink this. And then I go over to do something for her and go, where's that beer? She goes, oh, your brother drank it. That's okay.
That's what happens at my mom's house.
He brought me like 13 beers from California, and every one so far has been a banger. I've loved them all.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm going to bring you out some beer that you can't get out there. Perfect.
Yep.
And now I'm going to give him some that he can't get out there.
Yeah. Yeah, my older brother always brings beer to my mom's house. You know, it's something like Yingling or something like that, or Corona. And he came into one day, he's like, what happened to the beer I brought? And she's like, your little brother was here, I annoyed him. He drank the 6-pack and left.
I thought it was going to be like he brought his stuff and drank whatever you left there.
No.
Yeah, that seems typical.
Yes.
I think I was at a work gathering, we had a party somewhere, and I brought all these delicious beers, and there were these brothers that work at my company, and they showed up with something cheap, whatever. Next thing you know, I'm like, where's all my beer? Well, they drank all mine and left theirs in place of it. Like, you son of a bitch. Why would you do this to me? I want my good beer. But I am loving this. This is delicious. This Saison.
Yeah. That Saison was really good.
Like, okay, so what I was saying before, we gave you the idea. How'd you come up with this?
So, at the start of COVID, we did the first Saison.
Yep.
We did a guava version of the exact same recipe. The guava came out really good, and we wanted to do. I was talking about using plum in a beer for probably almost since we opened,
Yeah.
and I was like, the guava came out great. I like the recipe as it was. Let's try plum in this one.
You know,
It
I've
just worked well.
been thinking about plum in a beer, and I really can only think of I've ever had one
Yeah.
that had plum in it. You know.
I wanted something that would go well with the tartness.
Yeah.
I figured that spicy estery note of the Saison would really
Yeah.
fit well with it, and it just happened to work.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, everybody likes plums.
yeah.
So,
And everybody likes beer, so
yeah, everybody likes
likes
plums.
beer.
Everybody likes beer.
Put them together, you're good.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. I just texted Boogie, told him to get us some drunk news. But
Yeah.
So how far do you guys travel to go to breweries? You do primarily Jersey, PA?
Well,
mostly Jersey.
yeah, we haven't really made it out of Jersey yet because there's
Well, we did Lancaster.
every year 10 more open.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're not gonna
so we're
run out,
probably
right?
about 150 behind.
Yeah. We did a weekend in Lancaster, PA.
Yeah.
And that was fun because our first stop was a brewery, cidery, distillery, and meadery.
Winery.
And winery.
Okay.
They made everything there.
Yeah.
And then we went to a meadery after that where you could throw axes.
That's great.
So we went to a place that made all this stuff, and they made us try all of it. And then we went to a place where you throw axes.
How'd you do?
I he actually got tons of bullseyes. I'm about to throw one, and Splatterhead's completely inebriated, and he's like, I went, fuck you, Chuck, I'm throwing axes, and I turned, and instant bullseye. I'm like, yeah, I'm unstoppable. And that was a lot of fun, though. They had this one, this cream rum, two. Was it coconut cream and chocolate cream?
Oh, yeah.
And they go, we expect you to finish these bottles. We finished those bottles. But they had a bourbon that I was looking
Oh,
forward
the
to.
bourbon was like 125 proof.
That is sitting at home
Yeah.
with me right now.
Yeah.
Every once in a
That,
while.
I was like, you released this bourbon at 100? And they're like, yes.
Yep.
I'm like,
Light on fire for you too.
it was delicious, and
I'm sure you can
sip
run your
like
car on it.
Yeah, I'll sip like a finger of it now and then, like just that much. Like, otherwise, any more of that, my night is done. It was delicious, but
Warms you up.
yeah, exactly. And your body tells you, okay, you don't have to drink this much of it, and this bottle's going to last me a really long time.
Yeah, I mean, we get around. We do our little beer tours here and there. I do tend to do a lot of South Jersey trips. Mm-hmm. I just pick an area. Like the Cape May Horn. Yeah. I mean, there's 15 breweries just right there. And try to get into Hamilton. That's got like 3-4 breweries. Yeah. I do little trips like that in the summertime. Yeah. Do them by myself.
They got like Mud Hen down there in Wildwood.
Yeah. Yeah, Slack Tide, Bucket Brigade, Gusto,
right.
Cape May, yeah. And then, there's several distilleries, So, I take like a 4-day trip and I go down and bounce around and get an Airbnb and,
An Uber.
drink,
You need that Uber or that Lyft.
Yeah.
Now I'm going down to Alabama next month. That's where my in-laws live. And I said, you know what? I got to find some breweries. And right away my wife goes, oh, there's this one. Like, wow, I didn't realize they had so many down in that area.
No, he said, he was like, yeah, I'm going to Alabama. I was like, I don't think we've ever even talked about Alabama on our show, unless it was a drunk news story.
Yeah, drunk Alabama.
Yeah.
Well, I will definitely find some stories while I'm down there, drunk
I'm
Alabama,
sure.
man.
I thought it was the Florida stories. That's what you guys.
Oh, the Florida's other.
Yeah.
When we're desperate for something, we're like, oh, just type in drunk Florida man, and something pops up. And I just got some beers yesterday. Well, there was Florida man and Florida cracker, and
That was the names of the beers?
Florida cracker was a Belgian wheat. I'm like, all right, I love my Belgians. I'm taking Florida cracker home.
That came with a Trekker's hat. So,
And
just so
some
you know.
meth. I have not tried it yet, but you see me like doing like wired posts on there, like there's definitely meth in this beer. So I'm anxious to try that one though, but the name of it just sold me on it. Sometimes it's the name or the label where you go, I'm gonna try it. And many times I've been hugely disappointed in what I tried, but some of them I go, this is fucking great. Like, they should actually, unfortunately, change the name. I bought it because of the name, but I'm sick. You need something a little better on there.
Well, you're not sick. You just understand the humor.
Well, yeah, I understand sick humor. Yeah.
The world lacks that now, understanding humor.
Yeah. But now I'm trying the one that Groby said was his favorite, right? This is the sour.
Yeah,
All right.
I really like that. Yes.
Here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
This is
yeah.
really good.
That's not an off-putting sour.
No, not at all.
And as everybody knows, there's off-putting sours. Really, a lot of them.
Did you ever
Yeah.
do an accidental sour and say you want to reproduce it?
Not here. At home.
Okay.
At home, I did sour a pumpkin ale that I ended up bringing to a Thanksgiving party for like my family, and it was okay, but it was like a year post brewing, so it wasn't,
Yeah.
Okay.
I just had it and aged it.
Yeah,
It turned out.
we
okay,
did that.
but-
We brewed a Hefeweizen,
Yeah.
and we're drinking them. We're like, why does this taste like an orange sour? And we're like, I don't know. There's no orange in it. But it tasted exactly like an orange sour.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it was great. Everybody loved it that we gave it to. They're like, this is excellent.
You never know if you can make it again.
Yeah.
Especially if it's an accident.
Yeah.
In the first place.
That's the
They're
thing.
like, make
how
this
do you
again.
try to
Yeah,
reproduce
well,
that?
that's what everybody said. They're like, oh, make this again. We're like, we have no idea what the hell we did.
It just came out that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, fantastic job on this. This is really, really good.
I'm drinking it according to Howard, which was, incidentally, it was one. When I stopped here last year, we took a ride down. This was one of the beers I brought home. So,
Those are good times.
Yes.
Standing at the door.
yeah.
I love that. PTSD from those
Yep,
times.
I remember there was like nobody parked on the street. We pulled up right out front, and you're standing there. You're like, I was like, we ordered beer. Okay. It's like,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for keeping me in business.
Well, I can honestly say I liked everything.
yes.
Usually there's something where I taste it and go, well, it's not for me, but I know other people would like this. I liked them all. They were all killer. Now explain, what is your lace with icicles? I'm looking at your board up there. and
Yes.
What is that?
It's a winter warmer. It's like a boozy. Typically, they're like a Belgian style. We
I
did
know.
a very Americanized version of it. It's just a heavy-hitting, high-alcohol beer with honey in
Warm
it.
the
A ton
belly.
of honey.
Oh, so it's honey's what you use.
Ton of honey.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes they're spiced. We just put honey in there.
Yeah, I was wondering about if it was spiced or not.
No spice at all.
I should get a crowler of that for Chuck.
Yeah.
That's right. That's in his wheelhouse.
I think you got to get cans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And obviously, a red ale. Is it your typical red ale, the 1810?
Yeah, we put peppercorns in it and ginger.
Oh,
So
that's not your typical red ale. Then.
No.
It's, the ginger I think got lost, but the peppercorn is definitely on the finishing notes. You can totally tell it's there.
I like that when you get that. What was it? Oh, when we had the Mexican lager at Manskirt, and you could get it with jalapeno, but they didn't have the jalapeno slices, so they had to put the syrup in it. But you drink it, and you wouldn't taste it at first, and afterwards you go, oh, it wasn't burning, but you had that nice flavor at the end there. So we both wound up buying crowlers for that.
Yeah.
Very good stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty malty, kind of bready, I would say, more so than malty. But the back end of it is super complex for a red ale.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff. At least I try to do a lot of stuff locally. And I don't know if you guys know the Red Mill in Clinton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I live in Clinton, and I know the guys that are kind of on the board there and running the show over there. So we're doing a little partnership with them. So 1810 is it's a collaboration with them. Guy I know pretty well. He likes red ales, and he's like a little bit on the hoppier side. So it's like,
Shit,
all right,
thank
let's
you.
do a
I
hoppy
was
ale.
not
We want
expecting
to do
that.
something a little bit different. So that red ale, when we pour it for you, we're doing it with them. We're gonna bounce back some of the proceeds back to them and try to contribute to their.
So that's it. The 1810. That's the mill. That's the year of the mill.
Well, this is the lace with icicles.
Yeah, so this
Oh,
is
okay.
Lace with Icicles.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. 9 points.
Yeah.
That's right up Splatterhead's wheelhouse right there, man.
This is an all-day Splatterhead brew.
Yeah, exactly. That,
Which means Splatterhead's day
yeah.
lasted an hour.
Yeah. Our other third. That's these beers like this are his favorite.
Good.
You know, big booming.
Yep.
You know, alcohol.
But I
you
love
know.
that in the wintertime. It's
Yeah.
great that way because you drink them when you're done with outside, or you're gonna just shovel your driveway,
Yeah.
and then you wake up the next day and like a quarter of your driveway shoveled, and you spent the rest of the time drinking
Not
beer.
him. It's 95 degrees, and he's drinking that stuff in his driveway.
Yeah, but I don't know if you guys heard the podcast where Splatterhead woke up and he had all this stuff in his house that he found on the side of the road. He goes, well, I woke up and there was a chandelier. Apparently it was garage sale day going on in his neighborhood. But he found him like the night before. So he figured, are they throwing him out? And he woke up with his son's friend on the couch, a chandelier in his living room.
Yeah.
What else did he have?
I think he drank a couple of our breakfast stouts because we did a founder's knockoff, and it came out like, I don't know, like 10+%.
Was it supposed to be the all-day IPA?
No,
really missed it.
it was it was the KBS.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, so we did a knockoff of that
Nice.
because we belong to Stucky Creek Homebrew up in Port Jervis. We belong to the beer club.
Okay.
And they were like, okay, this is what we're going to do to put in a barrel. And
Oh, so you barrel aged it.
apparently everybody screwed their batches up except for me and him. And they're like, sorry, but we're friends with Milk Street Distillery in Branchville. So we were like, we need a barrel. So they gave us a little 5-gallon barrel. So we put everything in there. It sat in my kitchen for 2 months.
That's awesome.
And we bottled it up.
Yeah.
Oh, it came out killer.
And once again, though, I'm with Splatterhead on this now. Killer.
Oh, yeah.
I actually, right now, I'm going to say I could drink this all day long, which means next couple hours I could drink it, and then I'm like, I gotta go to bed.
Oh, not me.
But it does not
This-
taste. It doesn't taste boozy.
No, that's what I like about
This is a
recipe.
Sopranos beer. I put
that's
on a
the
couple
scary
episodes
thing.
of The Sopranos. I drink this, I go to bed.
Yeah, that's the scary thing, though. It does not taste boozy. So you're like, I can have another one. I'll have another one. Next thing you know, you stand up, like I've said before, and you go, oh shit.
The honey makes it so incredibly smooth. It's-
Yeah.
Yeah, like Scotch ales.
Yeah.
You know, I've always hated them because they always taste boozy. When we first started this podcast, we had 2 other guys, and the one guy bought a 6-pack of his Scotch ale. He came to my house on a Saturday afternoon. We're drinking. We're doing a podcast. I was like, I tasted this beer. I was like, hey, Fitz. He's like, well, I go, don't ever bring this fucking beer to my house again. I go, it sucks. He's like, and all those guys are, we think it's good. And I was like, good, then drink it all. I don't want to see any left in my fridge when you leave.
Yeah, his place, his headquarters. He actually attached to a bar.
Yeah, it's Stu and Dolly's.
Okay.
Yes. I hear rumors that maybe you guys will be in Stu and Dolly's.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
You know.
Talking to them.
Yeah. So, which is cool because that's kind of like what the owner had envisioned.
Got a good rotation, right?
Yeah, was local Jersey beers.
Yeah.
And they take
You know.
Groby's recommendations very seriously.
Yeah, we
Well, you know he's going to go in there and drink it. So.
Yeah,
Well,
but
what should we do? What should we do if we go up there? What do you recommend?
I would recommend
Howard.
according to
I
Howard,
think according to Howard, would go over very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably the lemon drop.
Okay.
And
You know, I'm
they-
with you. Even though Bridges is my favorite, a lot of people aren't in the triples.
yeah.
But the lemon drop, yeah. And according to Howard,
They have a big turnover of craft beers.
Right.
They go through them a lot.
Right.
They're now known as like one of those destination places, I guess, on Untapped. So you got a lot of people in there.
Yep.
And they have 16 taps. They have 4 with the, Miller Lite, Bud, and then the other 12 are just all craft beers. And out of them, I would say probably 9 of the 12 are Jersey beers, and then the other 3 are, from wherever. But she's doing a really good job with that, because that was our whole point. Because the owner started off. She's my sister-in-law, incidentally, but her and my brother-in-law, they started out. They were home brewers,
Yeah.
and they won blue ribbons at Sussex County Fair, all this other stuff. So when she opened the bar, she's like, "This is what I want to do. I want all like local craft beers. I don't want a bunch of Goose Island, Blue Moon." She's like,
Craft beer. I love when you see Blue Moon as like an import or as like a craft beer. Like
you're like, Coors makes it. Come on.
that cracks me up.
So
But it's not your typical swill. So they say, oh, well, it's an import. I remember I was in a band touring all over the U.S., and they always had Yingling as an import places.
Yeah.
Like, it's made in Pennsylvania. Come on.
Yeah. Well, there was a bar years ago in Stanhope we all used to hang out with, and they had Yingling, and they had it as an import. And the guy's like, "That's $8 a 6-pack." We're like, "No, it's literally made right across the border." So
It's
we
in
drove
Pottsville,
$5 down, and we'd walk out the door, and he's like, "You're stealing." We're like, "It's not an import beer, man. It's made in Pennsylvania."
Yeah, you're in New Jersey. Like, the tri-state area, at least,
Yes.
is not
Yes.
import.
So finally, he was just like, okay, and now it was $5 six pack because we refused to pay anymore. We're just like, there's your $5. It's made in Pennsylvania. It's like literally an hour and a half from here.
That was the beer we asked for in our rider. We said Yingling. They said, I'm sorry, we can't do imports. I'm like, it's not an import! I was so angry.
Read the label. It's the oldest brewery in
Something that
America.
should be cheap enough for you to be able to afford. Like, well, we can get you this. And all of a sudden they say Heineken. I'm like, fine, just give me Heineken. I'll drink that. Like, why is Heineken like better than getting Yingling for me?
No.
It's talking about something from Holland and something from Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so we turned that guy. He was just like, okay, it's not an import.
He knew deep down. He just wanted the extra bucks.
Yeah. And we were just like, we refuse to pay import prices for this. It's made in Pennsylvania. We'll give you $5. Going rate. So everybody throw $5 on the counter and leave.
But it says, show me the receipt where it shows that it came by a boat or a plane.
Yeah.
No, it was driven here by truck.
Customs forms, please.
Somebody wheeled this with a dolly in it?
Oh my God! Was it one of those eastbound and down things? And they're trying to like, I mean Smokey and the Bandit. If I think about the song, and like they had to race it across state lines to get it here.
Yeah.
All right, fine, but no, that doesn't exist anymore. They're trying to get cores across.
Now this is the 1810, right?
Yes, that's the red ale.
The lace with icicles. It's a booming beer, but it doesn't taste like a booming beer.
Right.
So
It's dangerous.
it fits
Real
Groby's
dangerous.
category as a dangerous beer because you can nail 6 of them, and then you better be somewhere where you're not going to move for
And
a
then
little
you
while.
do a podcast.
And then you do a podcast.
We did a holiday version of that also, which I'll let Brian speak to. But
What do you spice it with, like allspice or?
No, we did oak staves, and I aged them in cognac.
Oh,
I did
okay.
like a little cognac tincture, and I put the oak staves in there, and then I aged it for about a month probably, and then we bottled not canned it, but we bottled a small portion of it. That was really good.
Oh, yeah.
I love holiday brews like that.
Yes.
Like when they come out and you got that nice spice to it, and it's perfect
Yeah. Oh, we
for
put,
drinking
like
a couple of them.
6 vanilla beans or something like that in it too. Yeah. It was vanilla
So
beans.
is it any plans to do that? Like every holiday, come out with
Yeah.
the big 22-ounce bottles?
That's exactly what we did. We did
Yeah.
22s, and we did, I think we did like 48 bottles rather.
Yeah.
So is this what we're doing our Christmas show? Then?
Maybe.
Yes, it is.
This is what you hear that? You hear that, everybody?
Yeah,
This is what we're doing it.
The invite was official.
We'll get everybody here.
Oh, we'll make it a big old show. We'll make it like my birthday show.
Yeah. It'll be like that 2.5-hour show on YouTube.
We get one of my
Look at
birthday,
all
for
the
my birthday at
nutcases and a
Jersey
punk
Girl,
band
and
playing in the
all these
corner.
people showed up for it. Like, we can fit them in. Well, we'll cram them in. We got
And
we got
this
the
too.
outside areas.
And
Be good.
do you do things like music and
We've
things
done it
like that,
we've
like
done it a
special
couple
events?
times. Everything was basically, I think that was all pre-COVID, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we haven't done a lot since we've quote unquote reopened, but hope to.
Yeah.
About the Elvis.
Yeah, we've had a couple of private parties where they had the Elvis guy. That was fun.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, that was
wait,
fantastic.
is he called the Elvis guy?
I don't know. It's Elvis. I don't think it may be Elvis.
Well, rumor has it that he faked his death.
So it could have been Elvis.
According to Howard,
According to
faked
Howard,
his death.
There's an Elvis sighting in there.
Elvis lives in Perth Amboy.
According to Howard. I would love to have that be like a segment on the show. According to Howard. And then some weird ass story comes through. You're like,
You know what? I think we'll
Entire
do
news
that.
show.
yeah, why not, right?
Yes, I think we'll do that. When
In
we
honor of this today,
Yes.
yeah. We'll have an According to Howard section. We're going to have like Boogie pre-record them and put them on.
yeah.
Then we have this guy, Boogie. He's I guess he's like our stuttering John, whatever. We had him on. He pre-recorded some drunk news at his house while he was remodeling his house. and he had drunk news written on the ceiling. I went, oh no! And then he just ripped the ceiling down. Like, oh, he's putting up a new ceiling at that point. Which is funny, but did he send us something?
Yeah, I don't know. He's a Chuck E. Cheese. The band's going to start.
Oh, and he sent an email like a week ago.
He really should have these kids' parties at like one of the Chuck E. Cheese's that has beer.
Oh, is this the label for According to Howard?
Yes. There's only water in there, so.
According to Howard, Dunkel Lager, and it shows a UFO
That's Howard.
taking Howard up. He's being abducted through the pine trees. And there's the water cooler in the background, but this is a very cool looking label. But I think if I saw this in the store, I would just be like, oh shit, I want this, before I even saw what kind of beer it was. Nice label.
Yeah, yeah. I think when I bought this, it was written on there.
Oh yeah.
It was the generic white label
mentioned?
with like the with the beer written. Yeah. So
I print those at home.
Yes.
Those labels and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were
God.
actually handwritten for about 3 months.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
got smart and we would write one and print copies of the rest.
I bought 3 beers. The only one that had an actual label was Polka with Nana.
First one, I think, right?
I think Polka was it. Yeah.
Now, what was that one?
That was a Kolsch.
Okay.
Yeah. Very good. You know. And you know me being Polish, as soon as I see Polka with Nana, I'm
I
buying
know
4-pack.
you. You're like, oh, just shove the kielbasis in my mouth.
Yes, exactly. Not
the pierogies.
not literally, but
I just realized what I just said.
so
By the way, this seltzer makes a nice palate cleanser.
It
in
does.
between brews, you're like, oh, have some of this.
it does. So some more drunk news.
Yeah, come on. What do you got?
I got
gonna
this
look for Moody's
booze that came out of Chernobyl
Yeah.
Radioactive.
that the European Union stopped or something.
Wonder why.
But apparently it's legit. I can find it. I know I saved it on Instagram. There we go. Authorities seize first shipment of alcoholic spirit from Chernobyl. 1,500 bottles of alcohol made using apples grown near the Chernobyl nuclear power plant were bound for the United Kingdom. This comes from Vice News, by the way. Authorities seized and confiscated 1,500 barrels of Atomic, an artisanal or alcoholic spirit made using apples grown near the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, for reasons unknown. Professor Jim Smith, who set up the Chernobyl Spirit Company after spending several years working in the disaster zone, revealed in a press release that the first experimental batch of Atomic was intercepted by authorities after leaving a distillery in northern Ukraine. The shipment was intended for delivery to the United Kingdom, but now remains in the hands of Kiev prosecutors, Professor Smith said. It seems they are accusing us of using forged Ukrainian excise stamps, he claimed. But this doesn't make sense since the bottles are for the UK market and are clearly labeled valid UK excise stamps. So, look for this booze called Atomic. It comes from Chernobyl.
Great name, right? What a great name.
So we got booze coming from Chernobyl. We need a brewery coming from Chernobyl. Let's grow some hops in the disaster
Do a
zone.
show in Chernobyl.
New hop blend. It's like
3 Mile Island hop.
Just give me my radiation suit, and we'll go do a show there.
Yes.
I got a good one here.
Well, I think you can take tours there now.
I got Noel Gallagher ordered to cut down on drinking.
Oh, jeez.
His doctor ordered him to cut down on alcohol. The 54-year-old rocker admitted he's been given a couple of timeouts from partying after his doctor warned his ill health was down to not sleeping enough and drinking too much. He's a freaking rock star. That's what they do. I mean, he fights with his brother.
Ozzy's been doing it for 60 years.
I know. This is guy from Oasis now. Like,
Yeah.
let's see. Going to see the doctor saying, I've got this pain and I feel like shit. He's like, yeah, you don't look good. Have you been sleeping? Nah. Have you been drinking? Yeah. How much? Fucking loads is what he said. The Champagne Supernova hitmaker is trying to take his advice, but admitted it's difficult because he's bored. I didn't realize this was going to get so funny. He added, I'm on the go slow, but there's nothing else to do. The former Oasis
Give me a lemon
rocker
drop.
Previously admitted he'd piled on pounds during lockdown, which who hasn't? I have not lost him yet. I'm trying to, except I'm here drinking beer. But beer is good for you.
This is probiotic. It's great for you.
And then he says, I usually drink every night on the road. When I get home, I abstain for a while. Yeah, that's what I did too. I drank a lot on the road. I got home, I detoxed. I had band members who go, how do you do that? Like, I realized I have to not drink for a little while.
Cool.
But he's still exercising. Apparently, maybe we'll see Oasis
This
again.
1810 is really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you
enjoyed
get
that.
the ginger at all?
What?
Do you get the ginger at all?
I got the.
It's hidden, right?
Yeah.
You had peppercorn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I got
Peppercorn is
that.
definitely in there.
I got that.
Yeah, I don't get any ginger. No.
I'm a little bit disappointed.
And I'm a fan of ginger beer, big time. I love Krabby's.
yeah.
Krabby's is like settle my stomach booze. Oh, what is this? Oh my God!
On the Belgian.
Well, obviously in this glass. Oh, I'm so happy. Honey, I'm sorry. I'm just apologizing to my
Tim
wife
has
now.
his Belgian.
I mean, yeah, my wife is doing some work. We were going to my mom's later. Mom, I'm sorry.
You can blame it on me.
I might have to get there late. So it's even better in like the proper glass. So.
All right, what else we got?
He's great at taking pictures. He got one of me at the AC Beer Fest, so I'm going. Look at all these beers in front of me going.
Yeah. Everybody kept coming over and giving us cans of beer. Tim's got a big stack in front of him.
I'm
And he's
going.
like,
Just staring at him.
which was good because we got back to the hotel and neither one of us could move from walking around all day. So we were like, why move? We have beers here.
Yeah. I think we each drank like two and we're like, we're done.
Yeah, we're
We drank all day long.
that was a brutal day.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we was outside this year, right? The AC beer.
yeah, it was at Bader Field. Yeah. Oh, I mean, it was well organized, cool.
Yeah.
I
well
mean,
organized, except for when you show up and want to know where to go.
yeah, nobody could tell you anything like
We
that.
said, hey, where's the podcast tent? I don't know. Well, you show up there before they open. Like somebody should know where you're supposed to go. So we're lugging this container around, and the handle only goes that far. You're like that, like leaning down, lugging it. I'm like, oh.
They were
wasn't
like,
the podcast
where do we get
festival
cups?
guys.
Yeah.
They didn't care about you too much. It was the beer guys they were looking for, right?
Yeah, exactly. That was it. But they wanted us there for all 3 days. They wanted us there for Sunday. Like,
Yeah, they said we had to stay till Sunday. Well, I was like, well, there's nothing going on Sunday.
Yeah.
Are you feeding us breakfast if we come back?
Like, we just interviewed who we wanted to interview. We walked around. We actually got interviews that we left the podcast tent. The other ones just did everything there. I don't think they talked to anybody. We went to every place, walked around like, hey, you want to do an interview? They're like, okay. But we got there in advance. When we showed up, we walked around. We asked people, oh, do you want to stop over and do an interview later? And I think only 2 people actually came by that said yes, they wanted to. And I'm pretty sure it's because they could not find it.
They had that well hidden. You know?
Yeah.
Then we were like, where do we get a glass? They're like, a glass. We're like, yeah, it's a beer fest. Usually you pay, you get a
Yeah,
sample
you get a glass, you go around. Like we found Bolero Snort.
Yeah,
They gave us a sleeve.
Yeah, he's like, Tim's like, where were we gonna get glass? I was like, we'll go over at Bolero Snort. We'll see Adrian. He'll hook us up. We go over there. We're like, we need a glass. He's like, here, hands us a sleeve, a cup.
So
like
we
this
show up
big.
all these
We're like,
different breweries. They go, oh, you got a sleeve. I'm like, yeah. There you go.
New glass for every beer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was
I
great.
think it's like this big now, and the rest of it's in my bathroom. All right, what else we got?
Well, Boogie sent us some more stuff.
Oh, Boogie, yeah, figures.
I know, fucking Boogie. I just want to drink. But, all right. He tends to title these, I don't, judge. One was that Oasis. I'm going to read that one. Other ones, I don't know, but drinking loud music, loud music, leads to Plainfield road arrest. Well, this is in, I guess, Plainfield, Illinois. A disturbance inside a Joliet. Is that how it's pronounced, Joliet? I've seen Blues Brothers many times. And,
Yeah, Joliet Jake, man.
Right, yeah. It's at a Joliet house in the 400 block of Plainfield Road led to the arrest of 28-year-old, I'm not saying his name because he's probably innocent of just, partying. After police,
No, he's guilty, man.
Yeah, here we go. Say he attacked his stepbrother following a night of drinking alcohol. Jeremy Majewiski. He's one of your people, Groby.
Of course. We always fight our relatives.
Yeah. The two got into an argument over loud music, and he punched the victim several times. Well, you know what? So what? He's drunk. He beat up his brother. That's not really news.
And really, it depends on the loud music.
Well, yeah.
If you're listening to cool loud music, it's all right.
If you're listening to Kid Rock,
But if somebody puts on
did you guys hear that one?
You got to fight them.
I really think our best drunk news story ever was about the guy at the Kid Rock bar who threw his colostomy bag at the cops.
Yes, that was hysterical. Yes, yeah, he was at some bar Kid Rock owned.
I think it's called the Kid Rock's Honky Tonk something whatever in Nashville.
Like Nashville or something.
Did he get it back or did he get it?
Did he have a spare?
I don't know.
Hey, give me that back.
I need that. I poop in that.
By the way, can I get my bag back?
Really,
What a question.
It was only half full.
Boogie Buzzard found that article, but he would not tell us what it was about. So I was looking for drunk news, and I found it. And I sent to everybody. Goes, shit, that's the one I was trying to hide. Oh man, this wins. This is the best article ever. Guy, first you see drunk at Kid Rock bar, great enough headline right there. Right. And then throws colostomy bag at cops. What the hell is wrong?
That's amazing.
I know. That's a very funny one. And I'm wondering if Groby has something over here.
What?
Do you have something?
No, I just had to Chernobyl booze.
I'm still going through all this stuff that Boogie Buzzer sent us here. Oh,
Yeah.
This is a silly, limey soldier chick. So I guess it's an Irish woman in the army. Bun for the road. Female soldier, 33, was so drunk at McDonald's drive-thru that she tried to order a burger from cop. Called to arrest her. This is one who came to arrest her. All right. Bleary-eyed Lance Corporal, I'm not going to say her name, was so sozzled she mistook the officer for one of the restaurant staff and requested a midnight snack. It's a bunch of things I've heard, taking selfies of herself, so I'm pretty sure she loves herself. But JP's in New York were told the long-serving soldier had been on a boozy night out with pals and drove home despite being more than 3 times the limit. Sorry, sometimes these people who edit these things do not pay attention and drive home. No, drove home. She was spotted by a CCTV operator at the Garrison, North Yorkshire, driving erratically all over the road on the base. She pulled into the off-base McDonald's drive-thru after failing to notice it was closed and cordoned off. As she drove up to the order window, a police car pulled up beside her. The officer got out to speak to her as she was stunned when she started reeling off item orders from the menu. She asked to order food from the police officer before being removed from the car. She blew 116 micrograms of alcohol in 100 million. So
What does that mean in American?
yeah, exactly.
That's probably
No, she
about
blew
like
up-
a .21.
She blew
Okay.
116.
I'm guessing.
She blew
You know,
116.
I'm trying to figure out the metric system in my head.
This will
you
give
know.
it to you. She blew a 116 when the legal limit is 35.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. She admitted driving drunk driving shortly after midnight on May 15th. That's poor. I feel bad. I've been at McDonald's drunk. I mean, who hasn't been there? And you try to order and they're closed. Okay. Granted, I've never tried to order when they're closed. I've seen they're closed and I've can't go here. And usually somebody else is driving the car. But she was banned for 27 months and given a 12-month community order. Community, I guess it means service, but British is weird. British English is so weird. With 85-pound cost and 95-pound service. See, that charge is not much. You get a DUI here?
Oh yeah. You pay for that for
Yeah, it
years.
costs you a lot more than 85 pounds, man.
Yeah.
I don't know the conversion rate, but I'm sure it's a lot more.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot more than 85
It
pounds.
used to be like almost double, but still. 85 pounds, so you figure like $90. You're like,
Yeah.
no, that's completely wrong. $70. Well, no, 170.
They're probably about.
I can't math
Yeah, I
right
don't
now.
know.
170.
Who knows? Metric
whatever.
system.
Yeah.
That's why we don't use a metric system here.
Exactly.
So,
But that's the thing. They don't use it in England either.
well, I don't know.
They say miles and shit.
All right, so are we going to wrap this up?
I guess so, unless you guys got something to add here. You guys have been great guests.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you for the jet story. That was great, and I love watching that video of him just flopping his mullet around back in the beer cellar. That was awesome. We will put that on our page, definitely.
Yes.
I look for more videos of maybe shotgunning beers. Very cool.
All right.
You guys got anything you want to add?
Yeah.
Anything you want to plug? Website?
I mean, check us out, highrailbrewing.com. We keep all our beers. Our rotating menu is always available on there. Instagram, High Rail Brewing Co. Facebook, check us out.
And come in.
Yeah, come in.
And
Yeah,
come in.
please do.
Main
See
Street,
all of us.
Main Street and Highbridge. Can't miss them. So
We'll be back here for our holiday show.
yeah, we'll come back here for the holidays, and we'll wrap this up now. So this is Inebriation. We're out. Check out our website, inebriationbeercast.com.
Check us out on
we're on Instagram,
Facebook,
we're on Facebook, we're on
YouTube.
Twitter, wherever we are, you name it.
Pornhub.
Pornhub.
We actually have a channel. We never put anything on it, but we made one.
So,
It's going to be slow pours of beer, like in slow mo. You just watch that little bit of that foam go, a little bit of head go on, and you're like, there you go. There's your beer porn.
That's where we are. Check us out. You want to call in and give your opinion at 732-798-0352, I think, or 59.
I'm shocked you remember that number.
I have not said the phone number in a long time.
If you get the wrong number,
Craig is back.
Yeah, if you get the wrong number, leave a message. That's about it. We're wrapping this up, and
Craig, you have anything you'd like to add
Yeah.
before we wind up here today?
No, just thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Cool.
thank you for having
Yeah,
us.
man.
We're looking forward to coming back for our holiday show now that we
Yes.
already announced that we're having it here.
One last thing, just a special thanks to these two guys. They got me through the entire pandemic.
nice.
Fantastic guys. Love them to death. They're the best.
Support crew's the best.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Yeah, thank you as well.
Yes.
We would not be here.
Yes.
And,
Wow.
Thanks for your hospitality.
and one last, my wife and family. My wife got me through this as well. She
Yeah.
was here canning, putting labels on cans. You guys know she was here. She was not
here.
happy about it. And it was just,
We haven't seen her in a little while.
We should have had her on.
she was a great support system.
All right. So we're in Inebriation. We're in Highbridge. We're at High Rail Brewing Company.
Come check 'em out.
We are out of here.
Come to, what are we at?
Yeah.
20 Main Street in Highbridge, New Jersey.
Yes, check it out. Places to eat, places to drink. Check the town out, man. A lot of things to do.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Later.
Bye.
have a singer.